Have you ever wondered why the Zionist occupation of Palestine stirs up so much controversy worldwide? It is a complex, multifaceted issue that traces back to the historical roots of these two regions. It digs deep into the land that is soaked with cultural heritage, currently caught in a relentless struggle for control. This conflict is not confined to just territories or borders, but it extends to the disruption of countless lives, affecting people at a deeply personal level. To understand the intricate layers of this conflict, one must take into account the plight of the people who, notwithstanding being dispossessed of their homes and rights, maintain their courage and resilience. They are the living testimonies of human endurance, their lives marked by a relentless fight for justice and sovereignty. A battle not just confined to their homeland, but holds significance for activists, advocates, and sympathizers worldwide. This struggle is not a mere item on a political agenda, but it resonates on a uniquely human level. It echoes the fights for freedom and justice that have occurred throughout the annals of history, reverberating in the hearts of those who champion human rights, social justice, and freedom. This narrative of resilience, of a battle continuing against all odds, presents a human perspective to a geopolitical issue, reaching beyond the contours of political boundaries. Today, we'll delve deep into the heart of the matter, laying out 7 compelling reasons why the Zionist occupation of Palestine is stirring up more drama than your favorite reality TV show. The roots of the conflict can be traced back to a historical injustice. Picture a vibrant hub of culture and community, a place called Palestine, brimming with life, traditions, and shared histories. But a storm was brewing on the horizon. Enter the Zionist movement, a political ideology that swept in like a tempest, abruptly altering the course of history. It was a seismic shift that shook the very foundations of Palestinian society, a tide of change that left no stone unturned. Lives were upended, homes were lost, and a vibrant tapestry of culture was left frayed and torn. It's as if an uninvited guest showed up at a family gathering and then claimed the house as their own. This was the dramatic onset of the Zionist occupation of Palestine, a move that turned lives upside down and left hundreds of thousands of Palestinians out in the cold. The Nakba, or the catastrophe, is a significant event in the conflict. It's a stark reminder of the heart-wrenching displacement of Palestinians, a narrative that's as real today as it was in the late 40s. Imagine the world you know torn asunder, your roots ripped from the ground, your home just a memory. The Nakba wasn't simply a mass exodus, it was a purge, a systematic eviction inflicted upon a people who had known no other home. This wasn't a one-off event either. The echoes of Nakba reverberate through time, a chilling reminder of a past that continues to bleed into the present. The displacement continues. Palestinians are still being uprooted, their homes razed, their lands claimed. It's a cycle of dispossession that seems to have no end in sight. It's a tragedy that still echoes through the streets today. Fast forward to the present day, and the military occupation is a pressing issue. Picture this. You're in the West Bank, East Jerusalem, or the Gaza Strip, and the Israeli military is a constant looming presence. Imagine living your life under the watchful eye of a force that can, at any moment, impose curfews, conduct house searches and seizures, and decide who can come and go. Imagine the fear, the uncertainty. This isn't some dystopian novel. This is reality for Palestinians every day. The military occupation isn't just about boots on the ground, it's about control, domination, and a blatant disregard for the principles of freedom and self-determination. The occupation is a concrete manifestation of the power imbalance in this conflict, a daily reminder for Palestinians of their subjugation. Palestinians live under the shadow of military rule, stripped of their basic rights and freedoms. A life under occupation is no life at all. Illegal settlements, apartheid practices, and international complicity are also key factors in the conflict. Let's dive into the murky waters of illegal settlements first. Picture a game of Monopoly. Only the board is real land, the players are real people, and the stakes are real lives. Israel's been building settlements on Palestinian territory, effectively playing a high-stakes game of Monopoly where they're the only ones rolling the dice. This isn't just a violation of Palestinian rights, it's a breach of international law. But when you're holding all the cards, who's going to call you out? Next stop, apartheid practices. Now I know what you're thinking. Apartheid, isn't that a relic of the past? Well, my friends, it seems history has a knack for repeating itself. In Israel, Palestinians face systematic discrimination, segregated roads, limited access to resources, and unequal treatment under the law. It's a nasty cocktail of domination and discrimination, and it's got apartheid written all over it. Finally, we arrive at international complicity. You know the saying, silence is complicity? Well, it seems some countries have taken this to heart. They've not only remained silent, but have actively supported Israel's policies, effectively giving them a free pass to continue their actions. It's like watching a playground bully run amok, while the teachers turn a blind eye. These three reasons, illegal settlements, apartheid practices, and international complicity, are not just contributing to the conflict, they're fueling it. They're the gasoline on the fire, the wind in the storm. They're perpetuating a cycle of injustice and suffering that's impacting millions of Palestinian lives. These three reasons contribute significantly to the ongoing conflict and the suffering of the Palestinian people. So now that we've laid it all out, it's time to ask, what are we going to do about it? The Zionist occupation of Palestine is indeed a complex issue. We've journeyed through the heartache of historical injustice, experienced the shock of forced displacement, and witnessed the harsh realities of military occupation. We've seen the audacity of illegal settlements, the chilling echoes of apartheid practices, and the sheer desperation of the siege of Gaza. And let's not forget the world's complicity in this ongoing crisis. Each of these factors paints a vivid and often unsettling picture of a conflict that has raged on for far too long. It's a tangled web of power and politics, of rights denied and voices silenced. But remember, every story has two sides, and understanding is the first step towards resolution. So as we depart from this narrative, let's not turn a blind eye. It's time to stand up, speak out, and demand justice for all.